There were a number of times I went into checked into the emergency room of a local hospital for frostbite of my feet and hands.
And it was like a sense of me calling out for help, but at the same time, no one hearing.
I think me and my family would be out on the streets with no money or no food or no shelter.
New Hope Housing is a homeless services agency. We started the first shelter in Fairfax County back in 1977, and since then we have really fulfilled the continuum of care for homeless services, ranging from emergency overnight shelter to transitional housing and group homes to permanent supportive housing. We work with people where they are, and we have a really strong commitment to building relationships as a tool to help end people's homelessness.
To have a permanent shelter over your head is a feeling of relief, because you're not wondering what's going to happen to you for the night, and you're not outside in the elements. It could have been that they did have mental problems, and that's how the person ended up homeless, and they are perceived by society as a failure on their own accord. And while mental illness, it transcends all boundaries and income levels. Anyone can get mentally ill due to any number of factors in their life. I did, and I'm doing my best to cope with it.
Some of them have been through incredible adversity, and yet they never give up on the hope that they can get to a better place. There's always hope.
I knew that I was better, and I knew that I could be able to accomplish something for myself if I had that extra push, if I had a group of people to be able to help me and to motivate me and inform me that I'm capable of not being homeless.
Many of them have not had the opportunity to actually set goals for themselves. Nobody's ever asked, what is your goal? And I think that when people have stability and housing in their life, that they're actually able to start setting some of those goals and think about what they like to do instead of just being in constant survival mode.
New Hope Housing has actually done so much for me that I don't want to say that I give praise to the company, but if that's what you call it, then that's what I do.
We look at every individual, every family, every member of every family that we serve, and we try and figure out how we can help them be as successful as they can be. We don't develop service plans based on what we think is right for the client. We collaborate with the client. And if something doesn't exist, if it's something that we haven't done yet that might help them, we're willing to take the chance and create a new program.
So I just say, just give the money that you're going to give to a shelter, give it to New Hope. That would be the best choice you'd ever make.